Bitcoin putting investors in capital markets at immeasurable risk for 15 years and counting. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds ply. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has inched up to 73 from yesterday's 72. Bitcoin dominance is 53%. 24-hour volume is 83 billion. Overall market cap 2.52 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, Snooze Fest USA continues at a snail's pace, with consolidation edging towards a 42-day yawnacopia. Is that a dad alert? Right out of the gate? Wow, looks like the MACD is about to cross bearish. The old ding-dong at my landline? Must be my mom phoning me to remind me to take magnesium. Nope, it's historical norm. Normie, it's been a minute, buddy.
Hello, fancy fingers. It has been a while, hasn't it? I've been stuck at the SOLANA Institute training up the next wave of social media influencers on debating and acute content narratives for the upcoming election cycle. You'll see this batch of new personalities explode onto the scene in about 6 months or so, but enough about me and my propaganda factory. I wanted to do just a brief history of the MACD crossing bearish on the ding-dong, I think you call it, right?
Yeah, the daily chart.
Right. Well, in this snail walking snooze fest, since the ETFs started eating up all the supply, we've had 4 bearish MACD crosses. I know it's kind of bizarre, so many in a yawnacopia nothingness, but that's where I suppose we'd all be wrong, because back on March 15th, not too long ago, the MACD crossed bearish, and, well, look at what happened. We saw a 15% dump before it barely crossed back, and then 2 weeks later, on April Fool's Day, the MACD crossed bearish again, bringing on, once again, a 10% dip before barely crossing back. Now, however, just 11 days later, on April 11th, the old MACD, well, she once again crossed bearish, and holy halapshi eating contest. If we didn't see another 16% drawdown, and then, of course, last, but definitely not least, we have 10 days later, on April 22, the MACD barely crossed back bullish when, boom the spank, she crossed back bearish, and we saw another 15% dump down. So although we haven't really moved in 45-ish days, we do tend to see some increased downside when the old MACD crosses bearish, which she's just about to do, I believe, fancy fingers.
So, Normie, if, and I say if, we do cross bearish today, are you saying we'll likely see a 15%-ish drawdown in the next 10 days or so? Normie? Yes, he hung up. Well, I suppose we should see where a 15%-ish dump from here would take us, and that would be, oh, snappy gods. 57K-ish. Gross. That's the dastardly 50s again, and pretty close to retest the 200 moving average. So there is a double word bearish score at that level. But as many times as the MACD did cross bearish and dump, we did recover just as quickly, and as long as we are just ranging into oblivion, these moves are to be expected. So put on your safety helmets and take a dose of vitamin P. And for the love of Sneaky Pete, enjoy the ride. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth, a day none of us are guaranteed, yet we're lucky enough to have anyway. So get out there and knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leaders. And that's right, it's the long game. Sauce them out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Or on the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha-cha-cha-ching. The great Yanacopia of 2024. Can you believe it? Almost at all-time highs, yet the Yanacopia comes in strong. You can feel it. You can hear the yawns as the market slowly trudges on at a snail's pace. Although we did get a visit from old Historical Norm. Hit the likes there for Historical Norm, taking the video production degree of difficulty up to 9.6. But as I was writing the script today, I was like, oh, let's take a look at these MACD bearish crosses. And Lord love a duck, if in the past 2 months there wasn't 4, and every time there is a MACD bearish cross, well, we do see a little bit of a pullback. But, you know, anything can change. We could have blow the roof off the place tomorrow or today. However, historically speaking, when we do see a MACD bearish cross, that is when we get, I don't know, a 10%, 15% pullback. Take us to 57K-ish, those gross, dastardly 50-somethings. We don't want to be in 50-something, although be a nice place to get back in the market and double your money easily, if one so. Joe Sawchek, thank you for giving us a check-in with Historical Norm. Terry Crow, happy that you remembered how to produce old Historical Norm. Been a long time since we heard that phone ring. Yes, it has been a long time. I actually, when I was doing the voice, I forgot how to do it. I was like, I haven't done that voice for so long that I was doing it wrong for the first little bit. It sounded like Dr. Evil. I had to actually go back, find a video, and like, oh, that's Historical Norm's voice. So he was back, and yeah, that's what it happens. Wick's wife, 53 out of 100 likes. Let's go 55. Let's get those up to 100 for Historical Norm. The degree of difficulty on those videos. If you don't know, I have to record the video with Norm's script in my head and then play. I thought Norm sounded a bit like Michael Saylor. Yeah, there probably was. I guess it's almost been a year since I've done a Norm video, but I have to do it by memory and like kind of think how long he's talking for, and hopefully when all the dust settles, the time is right? The time I can fit what he has to say into the piano I'm doing, etc., etc. No one needs to know that. Squeaky McGee, wait! Your Historical Norm. The cat's out of the bag, Squeaky McGee. Yeah, everybody knows that I'm historical norm. Historical norm started out as a small little character that was like, he would just have a brief little moment. Then I started doing historical norm videos, the whole thing. Das Peach, Norm's voice reminds me of the STP intro for Dead and Bloated. That's why you never see historical Norm and Dr. Evil in the room. That's right. I've never heard the intro for Dead and Bloated. Das Peach. And I would consider myself a pretty big STP fan. Maybe to hear the song, I would go, oh, that's what he's talking about. 4-hour chart, the noise, this is the ding dong, that's right. This is all, oh, you can't see that. Come on. Of course, it goes to something else. First, bearish cross right there. Look at that. The zoinks. And then as you see, it's still, this is what I like about this. The MACD is getting into oversold territory somewhat, you might say, because we keep on making lower highs in the MACD, although we've just currently made, I guess, one of the highest highs of a MACD bearish cross right now. But every single one has been down at this level. Can you hear that? Duke's practicing upstairs. We're taking a day off. We're playing hooky today. No school for Duke today. You can play I always give him if you want to play piano, you don't have to go to school. And he takes me up on it every now and then. But we'll go to the squash club and play some squash too. That's the first one. The second one, we barely get the bullish cross. Barely. There's the next one. Kaboom. And 10%. Then it keeps on going down. We're making lower highs on the MACD. Barely crosses bullish. There's the third one. We get a whopping 16% drop there. And as she barely crosses bullish, I mean, you could say that it never really did. It just kind of DNA coiled. Then we get this last little one, which is another 15%, I believe. 15%, 10%, something like that. It doesn't matter. It's 10 to 15%. Then we have this somewhat of a rally back. And now we've got the dreaded MACD bearish cross once again. So are we going to see a 15%? You know, I didn't have this on my charts, I guess. So when we look at that, it would basically just draw in it. Draw it in so we have it. If we see a 15% drop, it'll take us to 57K. We'll put in that text right there so we all know. 57K. Now, if we extend this descension, we're going to get it right around 57K plus. We're going to have the 200 moving average get right up there. So we probably have a quadzilla of bearish confluence there. Doesn't mean it's going to. And, you know, as you can see, though, look at this trend. I mean, we have lower highs. This is the first somewhat higher high, but I would argue that we never made it. We are carving out, but if we can get back up here to 71.3, it's basically where we got to be. If we're not at 71.3, we're heading down. That's it. We got to get over 171.3, foreshadowing. 71.3, we got to close the candle. Then we will have carved out the handle on the cat, little cup and handle pattern. That plays out to 83.7. So just, if there's anything you can take away from this video besides the historical norm entertainment, is that 71.3 is where we got to be in order to get to 83.7. Outside of 71.3, Lord love a duck, we're probably going down and fulfilling this downward progression. Now, the good thing about these channels of descension is that they usually break bullish. Now, one might say that we did break bullish out of here. However, in order to confirm the bullish breakout,
because that's what we do in TA. We like to confirm. We like to verify. We need 71.3 to close. Until we get 71.3, it's simple. We're probably going to head back. First, we'll test this. Oh, Lord love a duck. First, we'll probably test this support of. There we go. And look where we tested. We'd cross 61.8%. The what? The 61.8% fib. The what? Can't believe Duke forgets this all the time. See who comes up with the right answer. 61.8% fib. Oh, swashbuckling scallywag. Randy Abite, Terry Crow, Bobby Freeman. There we go. Well, looks like the vernacular is catching on. The goldenest of golden ratios. Enso Mining. That is right. So I would say, arguably today, I mean, I don't want to get too excited because nothing's too exciting right now. We have pumped up back into our channel of, we can get rid of this cup and handle. We have pumped up into our triangle of neutrality. That's good. That's bullish. I mean, we're going to have some headwinds at the old 50 moving average here. Where's that? 68.5. Roughly right in the crux of this triangle. My heartbreakingly bullish take on today would try to maybe retest this triangle. And would you? Yeah, it's a 50%, the 50% Fibonacci at 68.9. It's mysteriously entertaining how these Fibonacci's just play into everything. It's wild, really. 38.2% fib is 69.6, way up there. However, on this 4-hour chart, 70.2 is the much love, Matty and the piano crew. Can't respond, have to keep the phone dry, but finally able to get on and listen. Have an amazing day. Johnny December down in Belize with a multitude of typos. That's okay. Thank you for the super chat, Johnny December down in Belize. That's right. I started adding Max Kaiser because you know your phone listens to you. My phone's listening to me, and it's showing me on my X feed. It's finally changed. It's like I kind of think of it as X now rather than Twitter. I've been saying Twitter this whole time, but I naturally start to say X. It starts showing me all these real estate and all these rentals from El Salvador. There you go. So Max Kaiser, when you watch this, I want you to know, Max, that we're going to bring a piano bar down there, a dueling piano bar. We'll set it right there in the heart of El Salvador, and we'll have the world's first Bitcoin live dueling piano streams right out of El Salvador. Think of a name, Max, and get back to me, and we'll talk about it. That's how we're going to go on, like it's going to happen, right? You know, right. Alexander Top G, follow pianomattyb on Twitter. That's right. Check us out on Twitter. I'm streaming on Twitter too, so this eCam can go to multiple scenarios. So I'm just putting it out there on Twitter just in case times get rough, because as you know, as we move into Bitcoin's first presidential election, the powers that be, these massive tech companies that control the narrative, they will start suppressing certain things and putting the gas pedal on other things. And I'm going to hazard to guess that some of the things that I talk about will be suppressed. And some of the things that other people talk about that nobody really cares about, that will be the gaslight. So we'll have to, you never know, we might move on to Twitter just to avoid it. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, these big tech companies are money makers, right? So when attention, which I mean from us, from the content consumers, start dying because they're taking too much money from advertisers to put the gas pedal on certain narratives, they'll switch because they want to make money. Oh my God, look at this. It's the Dougster. Oh! Enso Mining, save yourself from the maple curtain. Well, that's the plan there, Enso Mining. So get out of Canada and go to El Salvador. Would you like to live on the beach there, Duke? You could surf. You know what I mean?
The sharks.
There is sharks, yeah. But let's get that 1 foot over there.
I like it here.
Well, it's going to be hard to play the piano. We, let's do some shout-outs. We haven't done shout-outs in a holy smokes, it's Dave Digital. Dave Digital, are you in Consensus down there in Austin, Texas? Or you live in, no, you don't live in Austin. You live in Texas, I'm pretty sure. How's it going down there in Consensus? If you see Max Kaiser, you know, pitch him the piano bar there, Dave Digital. Let's do some shout-outs there, buddy. I'm going to turn this piano on, you little sassafras. Let's start with Memory Man.
Memory Man.
Carl Elder.
Carl Welder.
Scotty Moe.
Scotty Moe.
And Bobby Freeman, the professor.
Bobby Freeman.
Wick.
Wick.
Of course, Wick's wife.
Wick's wife.
Johnny December.
Johnny December.
Backup kid.
The Backup Kids.
Swashbuckling Scallywag.
Swashbucking Scallywag.
Randy a Bite.
Randy a Bite.
XRP A11Y.
XRP A11Y.
Jimmy Cocos.
Jimmy Cocos.
And Alexandra Top G.
Alexandra G.
Terry Crow.
Terry Crow.
And last but not least, Enso Mining.
Enso Mining.
Perfect. Let's see what Terry Crow
There's
said.
not even any Enso Mining here.
Yeah, it was up there. I had to go up on this. See, there's two different types of things. Terry Crow, funny, I remember when El Salvador was a hotbed for communist influencers. Now I'd love to go there and help start up a squash jiu-jitsu piano bar. Now you're talking, Terry. Bitcoin accepted, no need for warm, moist cash. That'd be something. A piano bar at night, and in the day it's a little bit of a dojo for jiu-jitsu and whatnot. Isn't that right, Duck Duck? Alexandra Top G. Cuteness alert. Cuteness alert. Okay, one
You're
more.
supposed to put the data alert.
Data alert. There was a data alert today, actually. A data alert. Let's do one song just to clear the air and let everyone get off to their day with a happy feeling, hearing your sweet little voice.
I get to stay home from school.
That's right. What are we going to do today? What's the rule?
Play with Nanny.
No, that's later. Or we can take you to school. You want to go to school instead? Well, what are you going to do instead?
Go outside and play.
No, you're going to play piano, you little sassafras. Yeah, Squeaky McGee, that's his dream. Let's do Vienna.
So I can't do it in my high voice because it's in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Slow down, you're doing fine. Can't be everything you want before your time will tell me you're so.
Are you not going to sing it?
I don't know.
So let's start again. Slow down, you crazy child.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. Well, tell me you're so smart and tell me why you still so afraid. Afraid. What's the fire? What the hurry about? You got to cool it up before you burn it out. But there is so much to do and only so many hours in a day. A day. You know that when the truth gets told, you can get what you want or you can just get old. You gotta kick up before you even get halfway through. Oh, when will you realize they'll wait for you?
Nice. You waited for that last little part to throw it up into the upper octave. Isn't that nice? 6 more for 100, Carl Elder says. Let's see, yeah. Let's see. We can get to 100 likes there for Historical Norm and the...
106 views.
Mm-hmm. Let's try... Oh, Duke, you're going to put everything... You're gonna, everything's going to collapse here.
It's not comfortable sitting on
I
Can
bet.
I stand?
Sure. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. There you go. Okay, what now? Except for that song. Let's do
Sound check.
sound check, yeah.
Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check my mic. So you used to check yours too. Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check my mic. So you used to check yours too. Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video to someone you think might like it too? We're going to the Jimmy, gonna have a really good time. We're going to the Jimmy, playing requests all night. We're going to the Jimmy, this is not financial advice. We're going to the Jimmy, it's gonna be real proper life.
Perfect. Good singing, buddy. Way to go. So, thank you for singing us out there, buddy. I'll see you in a bit. Are you not done?
No, I'm not done.
Oh. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Let's hope that we get some movement here on this Yanacopia. I think I'm not sure. Did I just coin Yanacopia, or is that around? And have you heard that before? I'm not sure. Now that I think about it, it sounds natural to say, but maybe it's not natural. Have a great day, everybody. We appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, Sultan of Salt. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you like and subscribe.